Miss Harris?
I'll be on in a second. It's near Mountain Trail upstate.
What?
The meadow in the picture. It's where my husband proposed. We're on our way back from a hike when he popped the question.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go prying through your personal things.
No need to apologize. I had to go to 3 liquor stores in town, but I was finally able to find the brand you like. Decided to pour myself a glass too.
Thank you. I hope finding it wasn't too much trouble.
Not at all. After all, I did make a promise to pick it up for you. And as my father always said, it's important to keep your promises.
Good motto to live by.
Here, let me get your jacket.
Oh, you know what? That's all right, Mrs. Page. Why don't we just sit down for now?
Okay, please. I'm sorry if I seem a little flustered. This is a first for me.
It's a first time for me, too.
What do you mean?
Well, between inviting me over like this and picking up a bottle of my favorite wine, usually the clients just stop by my office.
I did think about stopping by your office. But when I saw where your office was located, I realized we couldn't meet there. My husband runs the law practice across the street. One of his coworkers would have looked out the window and saw me heading into a private investigator's office.
I understand.
Same reason I didn't want to meet anywhere public.
Yes, I can see now why that wouldn't work. Tell me, Mrs. Page, where is your husband now?
He had to head into the city. His brother called late last night regarding the family emergency. He'll be back late tonight.
I see. Well, let's get right down to business then. What exactly do you want me to investigate?
I want you to investigate my husband because I think he's having an affair.
Why do you think so?
Certain mannerisms and behaviors I've noticed. He'll be on the phone, and then I'll walk into the room and he'll suddenly hang up. Or he'll tell me he has a late meeting at the office. But when I call the office, there's no one there. I've also been smelling his shirts before they go into the wash lately, and they'll have traces of perfume that isn't mine.
How long has this been going on for?
For a few months now. But the signs have been becoming more apparent the past few weeks.
Well, I've certainly investigated plenty of affairs over the years.
Not like this one.
What do you mean?
See, it's not just the affair I'm worried about. I feel crazy for saying this out loud, but I think my husband is planning to kill me.
Mrs. Page? That is a very serious accusation.
I know. Believe me, I wouldn't bring it up unless I honestly believed it.
And why do you believe it? Tell me, why on earth would your husband want to kill you?
Well, it's no secret how wealthy I am. As the sole heiress to my father's fortune, I inherited everything when he died. In the event of my death, my husband would inherit everything.
Is your husband not already rich with his own law practice?
This isn't known to the public yet, but it will be soon. My husband's law practice is failing. It's been failing for a while now. It will go completely under soon. He's going broke and he's getting desperate. Besides, he has someone new to provide for now.
These are all just theories and suspicions, though. They're not proof.
I do have proof. Well, at least I think I do.
What might that be?
I found an envelope in my husband's study, in one of his desk drawers. I think it might be poison.
Poison?
Yes, I mean, that's what it looks like.
And why haven't you gone to the police with this?
Because I'm not completely sure. Imagine if I walked into a police station and I told them what I just told you, and it turned out not to be poison. They'd think I was crazy, and then my husband would find out. I'd be in an even worse situation. Maybe if you could take a look at it for me. I'm sure in your line of work you have friends who could figure out what it is. I'm sure you could find answers in a discreet way. I just want the truth. I want to know if my husband's involved with anyone. And if he is, I want to know if they're trying to get me. I just want answers.
Let me see the envelope.
Are you saying you'll take the case?
I'm saying I'd like to have some more information before I officially commit. I'd like to see what you found.
I'll be right back. Be careful with it. What do you think?
I'm certainly no expert on identifying these types of things. You said you found this in his desk drawer.
Yes, I mean, why else would he hide something like this from me unless he wanted to use it?
Tell you what, I have a friend down at the crime lab. I can take a sample from this envelope and have him analyze it.
Are you saying you'll take the case?
Like you, I want answers. I want to know the truth. I'll take the case.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now, while we await the results from the analysis, it's important for you to get out of town for a while. Stay with a friend, take a mini vacation, whatever. What you suspect is true, it's important for you to get out of the house while I investigate.
I have a friend in the city I can stay with. I'll call my husband later and tell him I'll be away for the weekend.
Mrs. Page, you can only imagine how difficult this must be for you. Why don't you take the next few minutes to compose yourself? Try having some wine.
I mean, it seems like only yesterday that he proposed to me in that meadow. And now I have to face the reality that he's possibly cheating on me, or worse yet, possibly trying to kill me.
Mrs. Page, why don't you try taking things step by step? I've agreed to investigate this for you, so let's just take it from there, okay? Try having some wine. Take it easy for now.
To better days. I just still keep thinking about that meadow.
What about it?
How my marriage began there and how it ended there.
How did your marriage end there?
Because that's where I buried my husband.
Sorry?
Last night, when I found the poison in his desk, I poured some of it into his drink at dinner. I poisoned him. I poisoned him in the exact same way I know you're now trying to poison me.
I don't know what you're saying.
private investigator. You are the only one who can follow someone. You think you're the only one who can retrieve deleted emails? You think you're the only one that can get answers? For God's sakes, you're even wearing the same perfume I've smelled on his clothes. I know you're the one who's been having an affair with my husband, Miss Harris. And I know the two of you have been planning to kill me. You're probably wondering why you haven't heard from my husband since last night. That's why I told you that bogus story about him being away on a family emergency. In fact, this whole afternoon has been one bogus story.
What are you talking about?
That's why I posed as a potential client. I had to get you here, Miss Harris. And I knew you would jump at the opportunity to attempt what my husband failed. When I put the poison in my husband's glass, it took about 10 minutes for the poison to have any effect. Given how quickly you chugged that wine, and given how much you're coughing now, I'd say you're already feeling the effects of the poison I put in yours.
You put...
You want to know where my husband proposed in that meadow? He proposed in between two trees at the meadow's edge. None of the hikers from the mountain trail ever went there, and he thought it would be romantic. When I accepted his proposal, he promised me that he would spend forever with the woman he loved. I dug 2 graves between those trees. One for him, and one for you. And since my husband loved you, he'll still be keeping his promise. As my father always said, it's important to keep your promises.